4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, hello everyone. um, welcome back to Fly for Your Die, the Starfinder adventure path. It is session 14, and in the previous session, um, you had your official talk with Lord Sinjin, a high-ranking uh, male drow within quite literally the underbelly of Absalom Station, where you were given an offer, a dubious offer from Sinjin that could very well propel you into the stratosphere if it were to go well. However, with some some restrictions surrounding it and a threatened notice uh, from EdgeCorp themselves, you've been put on a kind of timed strain, and that strain has brought with it, especially for the girl most involved in the Golden League, to uh, kind of stress out a little too much and flare up her own powers and abilities, uh,
Oopsie.
ca- causing you, once you got back to the ship, to find little uh, dimensional slips showing up around her. Now, it was still
Boy.
up in the air whether or not you were going to take this deal, so I will bring us back to right where we were. Give me those computer clicks. There we go.
Love the computer clicks. My favorite.
Hey, I think they're good ambience.
I do like them. I like them.
I'm sure it took forever to find. I don't know how this kind of a sound isn't out there for free.
Right?
I did get it for free. I'm sure there's more if I were to start paying for services, but I'm not
Right.
Liquid.
And then we like free. We like the number free.
I do indeed like the number free.
Right. Sonja went to bed, and me
Yeah.
and Orion were in the cockpit. I think Orion was undocking us.
Yeah.
Right after we get the missive that we're gonna be essentially fired.
Yeah, it seems like we don't really have a choice now, huh?
Yes, this is shitty situation. At least if we should figure out what the timeline is at least. Maybe once we're out of the space of his own location, we call back and we discuss further.
I don't know. It doesn't really feel like we have a lot to discuss, though. I mean, if we're gonna lose the ship and everything.
Well, we need to figure out the timeline. If we can afford to go time without immediately going after the ship, if we agree to the job, we could potentially come back with an engineer who might know what he's doing. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Fair, fair.
Let us get back to Absalom Station and then talk further.
All right, all right. So we were in the process of redocking, right?
Correct. Um, you've effectively just made your way out of the assembly or whatever it's called, I forget. But you make your way back to the official ports and the official docks of Absalom, where they will probably resume their checkup and maintenance of the ship.
Mm-hmm. I know we're in space, but like relatively, what time is it? Like, how long of a quote-unquote day has this been?
Well, you've had multiple days of, rest and wakefulness coming back from Voxa. Um, if I remember correctly, the meeting itself was relatively early for you, at least. So I think you still have a good couple hours to go before um, you start getting sleepy.
Okay. Did Sonja go in the room to sleep, or did Sonja go in the room to cool off and sulk? I forget.
She's. I think she probably would have tried to sleep, but is probably just like curled up on a bed, like clutching her head.
Got it.
You can probably hear her shifting around though.
Mm-hmm. So, Orion, before we call back to talk about this job further and its parameters, any ideas?
I think we really got to talk to what's his name about it. About like if they have an opening or if we're supposed to figure that out ourselves. Because they just wanted us to steal something in the middle of a ship, right? If I remember right.
I think we're stealing the ship, but we have to agree to the job because agreeing to the job will get us on. I think we'll become stakeholders in Edge Corp, and that's our in. But if we get fired, we can't have shares in the company.
You wouldn't want that. You gotta love shares.
Mm-hmm. And Bear wants to know the timeline of the job before agreeing to the job, which involves calling back the guy, Lord Sinjin. Because there wasn't really a lot of talking back in the meeting.
Right.
So is this something just you and I can do? Or should we wait for someone?
You're better with the calling people.
But Bear, watching you is so much fun.
Yes, but maybe we should all be here for this. Maybe you should go get Sonja, not me.
All right, fine. While we are, once it's safe to walk away from the console, I assume we've landed and fully docked. I'll go grab Sonja.
Sure. I mean, it doesn't take too long. It takes a little bit, just due to the sheer size of the station, but it's a routine job. Um, it doesn't take you too long, and you do dock once more.
Yippee.
I'll see if she's awake and knock.
She the door like creaks open as she kind of like peeks her face out of there, and she's like, "What?"
Bear and I are thinking of accepting the job. You might want to be in the call for that, right?
Yeah, fuck it. All right. She like brushes past you and heads into the cockpit.
All right. And I'll go help go start the call so Bear doesn't have to mess with the console.
Blows holographic raspberry. It's just a sound bite.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got a lot of
100%.
pre-recorded ones.
That's good. I love that.
Okay. You go to the console and you you bring up the IP information from the last call you got from them, which was Deminda when she was guiding you in. I can have you try to make a computer's check in order to trace the IP further to get more directly to Sinjin, or I can just have you call the last IP.
I don't know if they'd find it disrespectful or respect the initiative, but I like rolling dice.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Give me that computer's check.
That's badass.
24. Ooh, okay. That's a pretty good roll.
Pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, this is certainly not in the rulebook, so this is just me figuring out what I would do. Yeah, okay. So you're able to go into the terminal and mess around with their networking systems a little bit, and you are able to pick out a more heavily encrypted IP, but you do eventually punch in and would in that point at that time be able to call to what you presume to be Lord Sinjin's network or device.
All right.
As you get that all set up and send out the ping, you see the little spinning symbol that happens before any call is picked up, which eventually does fade to the same handsome face that you all saw before. He smiles at you, and with his arms outstretched to both sides towards you, says, "Seems a half hour is all you need to consider your options. Do we have an answer?"
Sonia's doing this right now.
Doing this?
Yeah.
That's great.
Aha! I see.
Uh,
Anya Taylor-Joy stare.
Bear immediately says to you, Orion, ask him about the timeline.
Oh, yeah, Lord Sinjin. Before we fully commit, we just wanted to double check some details, like how quickly are we expected to pull this off? Is there a timeline?
Um, okay. Um, so long as you are able to get your packages and become shareholders before your time runs out on that, I will give you. We'll say. Uh, gosh, where's travel? Starships. Give me travel. Traveling system. Okay. I'll give you 2 weeks. Considering inconsistencies in the drift, wouldn't want you to fail before you even got a chance to try.
I'll look around at everyone.
How long did it take us to get to Akaton and back? I know the drift.
That's a great callback.
I know the drift has different times depending on how long and whatnot, but just our first trip, how long did it take?
If I remember correctly, which I very well may not, I think it was 5 days.
There and back.
Uh,
Or there.
and back. There.
Okay, 5 days there.
Yes.
Do you have the and back numbers?
Oh, I think you got lucky with the and back. I think it was like 2 days for you.
So if we get lucky again, we'll have a if we go to Akaton to grab our little goblin, we'll have a week to do the job. If we get lucky, if we get the same numbers. I mean, Bear has nothing to lose. Bear will like give you a head nod, Orion.
Yeah, sounds good.
And then
Okay,
you'd be able to convince them.
Yeah, I guess we're we'll pull it off. We got it.
Wonderful. I'll have the credits transferred immediately.
Turn to Sonja. See, we're still taking his money. Except now we're taking his money.
She cracks a small smile at that.
Is he still on the call? Someone hang up.
I think Sinjin would have hung up after hearing about that, and also
Okay.
going on his way to transfer credits.
Mm-hmm.
After he hangs up, Sonja's just like, the fucker, piece of shit.
You know, nothing says we can't backstab him.
Come on, you really are just trying to make me feel better, aren't you?
No, he kind of just always talks like this.
There's a ping on the console, and you see 2,000 credits ready in a shared digital coffer.
So, we should perhaps get new gear. If we're going to steal a ship, we probably need to better arm ourselves.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
Shopping episode.
Yay!
Well, um, I feel like I don't have the best screens for every possible situation, but I feel like this still kind of is the best possible screen for this.
Yippee!
Yippee! Gonna get rid of those. We're gonna
It
bring
shows the
this
stock
in.
market going down.
I sure do.
Stonks.
Stomks.
Goodbye, Soriall. You don't get to buy anything.
Ah!
Nope.
The player, have done some research into some armor.
Yes.
And if the split of 2,000 is 500 each, 500 Sorial, me, Orion, Sonja, that leaves me 200 units down from the armor I'd like to get. So, Bear would probably very just openly say, something to the tune of, "Hey, you guys, I'm looking for some good armor to make sure that I get hit and you guys don't die. Anyone willing to help fund it a little bit? I'll pay you back. Big Bear always pays his debts."
If mentioned within Sorial's general presence, she would slyly pass over some amount of her own funds.
I think that's good because, unfortunately, as I've realized, I keep playing characters in tabletop games that don't want to lend money to friends. Like I, as the player, would love to lend you some money. My character, however, would not.
Yeah, I was tempted to say Bear probably does ask the other two and not Sonja. So
She's just like, I like you, but I don't like you that much.
if Sorial's giving me 200 credits, I'm looking for, and I'll just share it in the Discord.
Yeah, make it easy for me.
I'm looking for what is called freebooter armor. Here it is.
Oh, no. Get out of here.
Freebooter armor features an armored jacket or breastplate, heavy boots and gloves, numerous straps and hidden weapons, and a helmet. Perfect for mercenaries.
Well, low-level armor is incredibly easy to find on Absalom Station. Bear appropriate armor is a little less easy to find. However, with the general abundance of uplifted bears in the area, is not impossible. If you want it like today, I will need a perception check. Otherwise, if you only need it in a couple days, there are enough shops that would be able to do it.
Okay, I mean, I'll give a perception. I don't mind giving a perception.
Woo! 20. Um, yeah. As you're meandering through the streets, you uh, you do manage to find your way um, to a shop that you realize maybe would have been nice for you to go to because it seems to uh, cater, uh, among other species, to uplifted bears. And you do actually see a handful of uplifted bears in there, including one behind the counter.
Whoa!
That's awesome.
He probably walks in, like, immediately, like, ready to befriend all of them. Like, oh, it is so good to see more of my kind, more of my people here. I've been looking all over for you. Probably says that to, like, all of them.
um, several of them will nod and some will wave, and they all give you greetings and like welcome in.
This is so good to see a shop that caters to us. Yes, hello. I'm looking for insert armor here.
Um, there is a brown bear behind the counter, and from the outside, I just love this. From the outside, there would be two bears nodding at each other and giving like, but they're having a full conversation.
Yeah.
And this brown bear, why, of course.
Oh, okay, I was just gonna say, you also do not have to make them Russian. That is very much a me thing.
Well, also, he's not a Kodiak bear. Actually, hold on.
What's happening?
Okay.
Are you looking up different types of bears?
You're damn right I am.
Doing some research.
Kodiaks are widely considered the biggest. I think polar bears are second.
Mm-hmm.
I think black bears are the tiniest. And don't forget the good old sun bear. Fun fact. Oh, bear fact.
Bear fact.
Sun bears are actually, despite how cute and adorable they look, sun bears are actually one of the more vicious bears. Like, next to polar bears, a sun bear won't hunt humans, but sun bears will tear you apart. Like, they are one of the more vicious bear. That's your bear fact.
So yeah, this is a black bear behind the counter. I've decided.
Okay.
welcome in, welcome in. Yes, we do in fact have the armor you're looking for.
This is a great accent.
It's some amalgamation of New England, kind of.
I like it.
um, Freebooter is quite easy for us to get our hands on. And they'll go in the back and return with um with a reasonable set. Looks maybe a little snug on you, but I'm sure you could modify it a little bit.
I am picturing I'm already gonna have to get an updated goober now. Because I'm picturing if there's like a what oh my god, I've been blanking on the English language for the past 2 days. What's the name of the freaking changing room? If there's a changing room. I couldn't think of the word changing. I was gonna say, what the try-on room. If there's a changing room, a bear goes in, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm full-blown picturing if any of you have watched the opening cinematic for Star Wars The Old Republic, the gunslinger character, I'm picturing something like that. Like it's a like an armored trench coat or an armored duster jacket, like almost because it says boots, so I'm imagining he does put them on like these heavy duty, like military, not military, but like heavy duty boots. A I know it says helmet, but please, can I make it like a duster hat?
Yes, it can be a Stetson helmet.
Perfect. And these, because it's a bear owned shop, I imagine the gloves are like, those like zipper winter gloves that you can take your fingers out. Like he can unzip the gloves to take the claws out.
Oh, you know they are.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And just a whole bunch of straps on the jacket and the like shirt that comes with it. So he's full blown like in just outlaw mode, which is perfect because he is one.
That's beautiful. This is what Starfinder was meant to be.
Yes, a bear in Western outfit. So bear comes out like the overalls or whatnot, like thrown over his shoulder in the armored duster with the straps on, with the Stetson, the zipper gloves, the heavy duty boots.
Badass.
If the other two are with him, he definitely poses to like show off.
That's a good question. Would they be going off on their own? Or would either of you have stuck by his side?
I think Sonia would have gone with she's just like listless right now, so she probably would have followed along, partially just to like hang out with someone, but also partially because she's like, I want to see where this is going. Well, don't you look protected?
Yes, I feel like I could take on anyone now. This is good equipment and armor. And I look good too.
That's good.
Orion, are you in the shop as well?
Yeah, I'll say I went shopping with you guys.
What do you think, Orion?
Getting fancy.
Thank you, and it feels good to get, if we are going to get fired, it feels good to get that company's brand off of me. And I'll turn to the clerk, the black bear clerk. And
You're looking quite grisly, my friend.
Ah, ha, ha, that is good one. What is your name? You knew I was gonna ask it.
I'm Leslie.
Leslie the Black Bear.
Leslie the Black Bear.
If there's like a price tag on the duster, he like rips it off, looks at it, and if it's $7.50 exact, uh he will he will uh like slam the price tag on the counter and immediately begin transferring the funds, um and say, "Ah, that is good one, Leslie. They call me Big Bear on account of my size."
I can sure see that. I can sure see that. Listen. Us bear folk gotta stick together. And I'll just hand you a sly discount right there. Um and you receive a grand total of 10 credits back.
Oh,
Oh.
So it will cost you 740.
He'll send the credits over and say, "My deepest thanks. I will remember this. I will send as many of our kind your way. Whenever I see one on my travels, they will know the name of Leslie and what is the name of the shop? It better be a bear pun. It better be a bear pun. It better be a bear pun."
Well, it's a layered bear pun, but the shop itself is called Ursine's Embrace.
That's great.
Bear
yo.
hug.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is badass. I will send every bear that I come across to this shop. They will know of Ursine's Embrace from insert planet here to insert planet here.
Killer.
Yes, yes indeed. Now, my friends, what do you want to buy? And he holds out his arms, all excited.
Well, I mean, there's these pills I'm running out of, but
I'm sure we can find pharmacy.
oh, Big Bear, it wasn't that wasn't really serious.
Oh, I I don't
I
know.
don't I don't think there's anything I actually do need. But let me take a look around. I went into this in the assumption that I didn't need anything, but now I'm like, oh shit. Time to type in Starfinder and misspell it as Starfinger yet again.
Yep.
I type Starfinger so much.
How?
I don't know. Yes, weapons. Weapons.
As you're looking at that, Bear and Orion will get chimes on your comm units
Hmm.
From who?
from Tarika.
We will answer.
Yes.
Whoops.
Unbelievable.
I'm sorry.
Um, she comes into the call with lots of nervous energy. Oh my goodness, I just saw the missive. Oh, what are we gonna do? I'm so sorry. I couldn't fix this for you.
Oh, do not worry, Tarika. Everything will be fine. We are already we're making light of it already. Everything is okay.
Uh, I suppose so. Um, um, uh, do you have any options? Because I don't think EdgeCorp is gonna look past this.
Does Tarika work for Edge Corp, right?
Correct. She's part of your team, and she is the one who works in the building uh finding things for you while you are out in the field.
Part of our team, as
Pretty
in like
much.
she also will get in trouble.
Yeah. Sure seems like it from how nervous she is.
Oh, God damn it. Hey Tarika, do you want to come maybe talk about this in person?
Ah, sure, I suppose there's not much more I'll be able to do here. Uh, a nice park walk would be nice. Better, I think, than getting some appetizers again, if you don't mind.
I agree. We're, we have a park.
There are enough greenery areas in Absalom Station.
Perfect.
Oh yeah, tons.
Oh yeah, I can see greenery.
Right, I'll meet you on this terrace. And she will hang up.
How do
So you
I?
guys got a date or something?
More like our dispatcher. I think we might have gotten her fired.
Oh, well, that's no good.
You think she'll want to stick around with us? That way she doesn't just get arrested as soon as we, you know?
Well, I wouldn't mind having Tarika with us personally. She is a saint. But I mean, I was about to say I don't think she is cut out for this life, but she actively sends us into war zones, so I think she is.
And I was thinking more, she just stays on the ship.
Yeah, it would be good to have an immediate contact back to our ship.
It just might be like suspicious if like we suddenly try to jump our way ups in the ranks and then also pull our dispatcher out of her office.
Yes, hmm.
Maybe. How much do we want to tell Tarika?
That is good question. Do you think she would turn on us, Orion? I don't think so.
How much do you think she likes her job?
Listen, you two, I haven't really interacted with this woman all that much, except for like that one time, but I hear her voice, and let me tell you, in my line of work, Voice does go a long way. She does sound very trustworthy.
That is what I think. I don't think she would turn us in, but if she stays with the job, she may be questioned. As you said, if we immediately become shareholders in business and then a ship goes missing, our handler has a bad look.
Yeah.
So, real quick, remind me how much we got each.
500.
Okay, 500. Okay.
Is there a spell gem shop on the way to the park?
Give me a perception check. There are certainly spell gem shops, but specifically on your way to the park might take a little extra to find.
Hey!
Also, if you saw my
Not
message.
within your perception.
All right, I'll look later.
I thought I did it right, but it's not adding to my armor class.
Yeah. Oh. That's why.
What did I not do?
It's really dumb. You didn't add the 2. As in TO.
You're joking.
Nope, that's it.
Oh my gosh. Good golly gosh. That is dumb. That is dumb.
It's smart, but not the smartest.
Okay. Thank you. As we're walking to the park, Bear's not gonna resell, just so I can also delete it out of my inventory. If there's a trash can, he's throwing the utility coveralls in them.
Okay.
Bear,
Yeah, Orion, you were watching company property getting thrown away in a random dumpster.
can we at least can we burn it or something? I understand you don't want to wear it, but we also gotta pretend that we're fine for a while.
I guess we can find some place to dispose. But how about next time we go somewhere, I throw it into the drift.
I mean, if you're really looking to dispose of it, she starts like flicking her hand back and forth.
If you want to burn it, be my guest. I will lay it down.
Oh no, I could throw it into the drift, maybe.
Yeah, sure. What could go wrong? And he hands you the overalls, or the coveralls.
Sonja's gonna try. Sonja's gonna try to like manifest a hole into the drift in order to push them into it, like just on her hand so that it's not too far away and not too large. If that is not a thing I can manage to do, that is understandable. But you know what they say, it never hurts to try.
Exactly.
Except for that it might.
Can't tell if the silence from the GM is them thinking if this will work, or...
This might be an entire side note. I also thought that we had to like still pretend that we're working for them.
No, I don't think we have to pretend that we're working for them. Just that we have to become shareholders in the business before we're fired. That's
And then we're
that's our in. I think the idea is we just show up and be like, we own stakes in the business. Let's see what you're working on.
To be clear, becoming a stakeholder, as described, was part of your severance package. So they are in tandem if you don't just get fired first.
And also, Bear was only wearing the edged core coveralls because that was the only armor he had. But now he has cooler armor.
Hell yeah.
fair. Okay.
Sonja, can I have you make a mysticism check?
Yeah.
Whoa.
You don't have a single rank in it, but it's a
Let's
class
get
skill,
mystic.
so that makes sense.
2!
2. Hey, Big Bear, how close are you to Sonja?
Oh boy. I mean, he knows what Sonja can do. He probably does. He probably hands the. He also said, what's the worst that could happen? He probably hands Sonja the coveralls and then maybe takes a good 3 steps back. So not directly on Sonja, but there's a gap.
Okay, great. Sonja, if you would accidentally activate an infinite worlds,
Yeah, okay.
or whatever the actual ability is. I don't remember which of these is the right ability.
Yeah. Let's spell slot. For the purpose of aura. Alright. Yay, infinite worlds.
Infinite worlds. One, 2, 3. And roll a d3 for me. 3. That's weird. Because that's your third one. You cause difficult terrain in the affected area to become normal terrain.
Oh. Whoopsie.
There's not exactly some difficult terrain around here. I guess, Big Bear, some of your more unruly hairs and also the grass that you can see on the side of the sidewalk that you were heading, to the park for, um, all become supremely manicured.
It turns into turf.
It literally does. But the coveralls are gone.
Oh, interesting. Okay. He'll look at Sonja, shrug, and say, "Okay, I'll take it. Let's get a move on before anyone else notices."
It's a symbolic gesture. Any way I can help,
I'll be right back.
Okay. I can't wait to go shopping after we go to the park.
Oh, it'll be so much fun.
I want to buy a gun.
Oh, what type? What are we in business for?
A gun?
Yes, what type?
Cross bolter.
Fascinating. Anything you have your eyes on, Orion?
I was looking at some spell gems.
What's a spell gem?
In world, it's a little rock that you can cast a spell out of. Above the table, it's a spell scroll.
Oh, okay.
I thought grabbing a life bubble spell gem to make it so somebody doesn't die in the vacuum as a backup would be a nice
Oh, that's good.
backup
Ah.
to just hold on to. And then also an identify would be helpful.
I'm posting the armor inspiration for visuals of what Bear looks like in our Discord.
Holy shit.
Full blown, Western duster, the hat,
That is awesome.
That's pretty great.
everything. He is looking fly, and I'm gonna need some updated art.
Yeah.
For viewers, it took me a while to Google it, but let me get the name of the character again. Imagine a giant bear in Nico Okar's armor from SWTOR, Star Wars The Old Republic. That is what Bear looks like now.
Okay, I'm back. I'm sure you had some wonderful conversation without me.
We did!
Wonderful.
And you'll never know unless you watch the whole recording.
Whoa! That's wacky.
I do want to go shopping for weaponry after we go to the park.
Okay. So, you make it to the park. It's not that hard. You did not manage to find a spell shard shop on your way there. There's probably one elsewhere. But you make it there and you can see Tarika kind of pacing and like holding her like comm tablet nervously up to her chest. Oh, there you are. Okay.
Yeah, Bear definitely
guys.
holds up his paw, in the glove, the new gear, as they're walking up.
Looking wonderful, Bear.
He'll tip his hat and say, "Oh, thank you, Tarika."
And Tarika, right?
That is indeed me.
I know we've sort of met before, but it seems I'm one of these guys now.
Oh, you don't say.
They are officially a member of our crew.
Well, welcome aboard. I am indeed Tarika, and she will do the handshake with her other hand over, and you can feel the short, soft fur and the finger pads.
She she like touches her and then like rubs her a little bit. She's like,
All right, now don't make this weird. Look, I am so sorry about all of this. And about forcing our hands, but if I'm being completely honest, I've been wanting to get out of this company too. I don't exactly know what I'll do. Shan is still off terraforming some water world in the vast for these bloodsuckers, but at least she's on her own now, so I have options.
Bear immediately turns to Orion with a smile on his face, which again is probably terrifying because he's a bear. But he immediately turns to Orion hearing this and says, "Orion, look at that. We don't even have to worry about getting her out of the company."
Yay!
It all works out.
Yeah, I've made some contacts in the free trader community, other crews not unlike yourselves. I could go independent. With your severance packages, you might get enough for your own ship. I mean, if you if you pooled everything together and the bank gives you a loan, you could go freelance.
Tarika,
Mm-hmm.
I will let Orion say the smarter words in this. I will let him explain a bit better, but just on a basic level, how would you like to join us?
Oh, um, that sounds a mite uncomfortable. I do like my grounded presence in the station or on planets, but transport is necessary, you know. Um, I don't know if I could stay on the ship with you all.
Look to Orion. Orion, discuss here.
Tarika, we're just worried about what will happen soon after this and your potential involvement with us reflecting badly at you.
Oh.
So we'd like to offer leaving before that happens.
Oh, Miss Soriall. Where is she at right now?
I think she still has a headache.
She's back on the ship. I'm her replacement.
Right. Well, I suppose I understand.
We have a plan to take care of ourselves, and we just want to make sure it doesn't, you know.
We appreciate all the work you have done with us and for us, and we want to return favor. Every good crew needs a handler. You do not have to join us on the ship, but you can still join us.
I I will I will certainly join you. I like my crew and I won't be leaving anytime soon.
Is there a but after that?
No, no. Um I suppose I've done my own fair share of work. I'm sure I could keep my presence hidden within Absalom Station. It is a large place after all.
As long as you are staying safe and we can keep in contact.
I'm sorry. I can't be on this on whatever mission you all are on, and I think the BD the the BD 514 is going to be forfeit as well. So if you were to take a ship, a passenger liner, wherever you need to go, that would kind of put me in the direct action. But yes, I will be here, and I will be safe. You don't need to worry about me. Just make sure that you keep yourselves safe.
With my new armor, everyone is safe.
That's the spirit, Bear.
Aw.
And look, it has paw zippers, and he'll unzip a paw.
Oh, now that is really something.
Did you know that there was a shop here entirely run by bears?
I did not.
Yes, Ursine's embrace. It is quite lovely.
That's lovely. I'll have to go check it out sometime.
Yes, yes. Send everyone you meet there, especially the bears. So now, how do we go about severance packages and all that?
Well, now that's more of the legal matter that I sure wish that Soriall was here for. Um,
I will large pat on Sonja's back, which probably shoves them forward a few steps.
Oh,
Did I say
what was
Sonja
that
or
about?
did I say Sonja or Sorial?
you
I
right
think
there
it's
said Sonia.
Okay,
yeah.
thank God.
I said Soriall.
Okay. As you say, what's that about us? You said you are a replacement. Go do legal stuff.
Uh, well, do you mean right now?
I mean, if it can get us our own ship. Just discuss it. Tarika, what is basics? Can we discuss basics?
Yes, of course. Basics of what?
The legal stuff.
Oh, right. Well, it's gonna take a bit of convincing, but we do need to call up the corporate side of EdgeCorp and muster our way out with the credits or stake. I'm going to step a little bit out of game here and say that you're going to need some diplomacy, intimidation, or a relevant profession such as accountant, corporate professional, general contractor, lawyer, manager, or merchant.
Mm-hmm. Well, my intimidation is pretty good, but every time I've done it, I've rolled below a 10, so does anyone else have any better skill?
I'm good at lying.
Unfortunately, they usually don't. They don't usually like when other people get involved. That's kind of a stipulation in their contracts, is that each person kind of has to do it themselves. That's how they get you. A lot of people don't want to fight for their severance package, so they get shunted.
So out of game, me, Orion, and Sorial have to make our own rolls.
Pretty much.
God.
I'm sure that Sonia could help out, but yeah.
I was like, I can intimidate some folks.
You wanna boost my intimidate?
Is that a thing?
Sonia, you would be able to assist each of their roles. The aid function is that you roll that skill, and then I think if you get above a 10 or above the DC, then you get to add a bonus onto their skill.
Okay. So I can roll my own intimidate and then help out Big Bear.
If Big Bear uses Intimidate, yes.
Okay.
It's my best of those skills.
Well then, shall I?
Let's see how aiding exactly works.
Yes, let us make phone calls.
Phone call time!
Yay!
Aid another. Okay. To do so, you must attempt your skill check before the creature you want to help, and if you succeed at a DC 10 check, that creature gains a +2 bonus to their check as long as they attempt the check before the end of their next turn. Okay. So we're not going to go by turns, because as you will quickly find out, this takes hours.
Yeah.
of deliberating.
Which is probably done back at the ship. I mean, I guess there probably is shopping in between.
Yes.
Oh, my shopping, my shopping.
I will advise that we skip direct interactions because I would like to get to Akaton.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
But if Sonja and Orion have things they wish to buy that are of acceptable price and level range, bring it up to me and I will approve it almost certainly.
I'd like
Otherwise,
some.
otherwise, um, through a plethora of bureaucratic language and negotiations with faceless company personnel, shuffling from department to department, and using monotone jargon that is never explained and contradicts each other. Uh, it takes hours. Bear, you have a +2 to your intimidation check.
Okay.
I think that would be Sonia sort of mentioning something about things like the might of the Golden League. just a little subtle, like, hey, you don't want the force of
Damn.
these guys down your throat, you know?
Damn. All right. Here's my
Definitely one of these. I'm definitely with them.
intimidate. 13. I see. I told you. I
Is
can
that
never.
with the +2?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
I can never roll high numbers with my intimidate, and I have a +7, which was a +9 with the +2.
Bear. You know what? I'm gonna hold on to that. Orion,
Oh boy.
how are you going about this?
So what were my options? I remember diplomacy
Diplomacy,
and
intimidation, and profession, so long as it is relevant.
I'm just gonna see something real
I'm
quick.
not sure if I understand the profession skill, but that is by far my highest.
Okay. You usually
I'm not sure what that means.
uh profession is you would like pick something under it, like you could have profession lawyer while having a second skill that is uh profession accountant or something like that. um if you didn't pick one until now, you're free to pick one that is relevant to your backstory, not just relevant to hey, I said these, and you know.
Right. Well, as a ex-Callistocrat, I feel like I have a good understanding of loopholes in contracts and trying to find the best bang for buck. Looking through the list of professions to see if there's one that looks similar to that. That isn't just lawyer because that's the easiest one to pick.
Sure. I'm gonna pull out Soriall.
I tested to see if what would happen with my diplomacy, which is lower than my intimidation, and of course I roll higher than my intimidation.
Soriall intends to use her finance rep profession, which can't exactly be assisted, nor would she want it to. Let's see what she gets. With a -2 on top of her splitting headache, that is going to be a 24 for Sorial, who takes the call in the bedroom, door closed.
Of course. Makes sense.
That does make sense.
It really does.
I have to think to figure out exactly what profession would fit best for this.
Sure.
Do we want to make a roll or just pick a different skill?
I would
Because
say
as like a profession, I've been doing piloting, and that's a
right.
different skill, which means I shouldn't be proficient in profession, and I should move those skill points around, unless like I want to have the profession skill be tied more to the backstory aspect of it and the contract history.
Keep in mind, you can have multiple profession skills. That is why there is a plus there. But if you don't have an explanation right now for what other profession you might have and have proficiency in, I would require you to use diplomacy or intimidation, which can be assisted, should you choose, from Sonja.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not super good with diplomacy, but I remember my family trying to be diplomatic. So I'll try to quote them the best I can when I go for it. So
All
any
right.
help with that would be great.
So,
If you could
allow,
give me a assistant diplomacy, that'd be great.
allow me. Diplomacy, specifically.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
It's exactly the same.
Oh!
Ooh. No +2 for you, Orion.
Mm.
She's still too, put off by the interaction with Sinjin. She can't properly articulate her diplomacy skills.
Well, it makes sense. She's just got vitriol. That's why she's good with the intimidate and can't
Yeah,
be
exactly.
charismatic. Yeah.
She's really good at cracking her knuckles and going, huh?
Let's see how well my phone calls go. It's exactly the same. Yep.
The
Yep.
one PC, the one player who's not here.
Correct. Okay. So, hold on. Oh.
All right, well, campaign over. We can't go rob the ship because we can't even get in.
Okay. So, Soriall, rather, the rest of you hear the bedroom go silent after a few hours. Um, seems that her dealings are done. Um, Bear, you just managed to eke out your severance share. Um, Orion, they're still offering the severance package, which will be a higher DC because they are legally obligated to, uh, legally contractually obligated to give you some amount of severance package.
Mm-hmm.
But you can put in more hours if you would like for a higher DC. The DC is 15 now. Um, to
I'm pretty much an unemployed Andy. Yeah, I'll spend a few more hours looking for my.
I I imagine bears like like Sorial was very professional at and dealing with the paperwork. Bear was just full blown in like the living room of the BD, of the ship, like
Yep.
screaming, But I've described this before, but it's his screaming and like getting frustrated was like a shared telepathy, like the aura, like everyone could hear his thoughts as he's speaking to this other person. Like it's just emanating from the living space, and he's sweating and he's frustrated, and he's probably that was probably it. It was just like him yelling, which is how it barely got eked out because the other person was like not wanting to deal with it anymore.
Pretty much. You finally, because like along the way, they already didn't want to deal with you, and so they shuffled you over to a different department and a different person to talk
Yeah.
to, and it was so goddamn frustrating.
And then I got a robot, which isn't even unusual because there are robots.
You work with one.
Yeah.
All right. Um, it
We'll,
has
we'll
been
try
hours.
one more time.
It has been hours at this point. You all are starting to get tired. Orion,
Am I able to request another assistance or no because she failed prior?
you are able to request if it is acknowledged is up to her.
Are you feeling a bit more professional this time?
Not really, but let's give it a shot. Genuinely, she probably drank like 2 glasses of alcohol after the first attempt. So, um, liquid courage.
That's good enough. The words come flowing as well as the alcohol does, and you are able to point out a few pointers that happen to assist. So go ahead and make your diplomacy check with a +2 against a DC 15.
Okay, just so I know how to do this in the future, where's the circumstance bonus?
Um
If there is one.
I believe you can just. What I did was I just added a +2 to the rank.
Oh, it doesn't stop you from going above your level. Okay.
Hey, real quick.
Or you could just add +2 afterwards. What's up?
What? Where do I find the attack roll for a particular weapon?
um we can discuss that later.
Okay, okay.
Send that in DMs.
Will do.
Diplomacy. 15.
Oh.
15. Is that with the +2?
That is.
That is with the +2. That is exactly what you needed.
Yeah, that's scary.
Which, Bear, if you remember, 13 was exactly what you needed. You all, including Tarika, managed to get your severance package. Some getting it easier than others. Sonja, you are obviously not given a severance package because you never really worked for them.
Yeah.
Tarika hands you her pass. Basically, effectively hands you ownership of her share.
Why? Why?
Well, she needs the mission. Well, you guys need the mission to succeed, and getting onto the orbital plate is going to require uh, all of you being shareholders.
All right.
And she's not going up there.
True. I think Sonja's just really taken aback by the fact that she would trust her with that.
That's fair. Anyway,
You know, as they say in this old movie, part of the ship, part of the crew.
Well, I'm honored.
okay. So,
What does our severance package entail?
your severance package entailed either shares of the company, which you went for, or certain amounts of credits.
Yeah, we need those shares.
Yes, and hopefully, I mean, if we're stealing a ship, we kind of get the ship out of it. So even if we lose this one, we kind of get another one. Anyway,
And
now that that mess is over with, let us sleep and then let us head to get a friend back.
yes. You do. You get your full long rest. And get ready for the day. Ready to do whatever you need to do to make your way to Akaton. Orion, as you approach the center console, you do notice that there is a notice in the corner of the screen. It looks like a countdown to lockout.
Ooh.
Because the company is going to get their ship back, and they're not too worried about people running away, because if the lockout number goes to 0 and they're out in the drift, well, they're just going to die, basically. The company will get their ship back no matter what. So if you have some business to take care of, go ahead and take care of it. Anyway.
What's the countdown? How many do we have?
Great question.
2 weeks and 1 day.
2 weeks and 1 day. Probably something like 10 days. I will say, you don't need a personal ship in order to get to the orbital plate. Like I very briefly mentioned, there are passenger liners that take people to various places. The difference between a bus and a car.
Right. Okay. Let's make it to Akaton really quick then.
We could theoretically also, if we make a deal on Akaton, we could steal a ship.
Bear, I feel like this is the third time you've said steal a ship tonight, and I'm beginning to think that you just want to steal a ship.
I want a ship. A smuggler is not a smuggler without a ship.
That's bad.
I agree, but it's always steal.
Do you have credits for ship?
Not yet, but if we pull this off.
It's much easier to steal things than it is to buy them.
And we have learned from last time, as long as we make proper deal on Akaton to steal ship, that is legal, which is interesting, but legal.
I really like that because it's just the three of us currently. It really is just kind of Orion hanging out with two criminals.
Yep. I do have a perfectly clean record. Yep. So
We're just like, I love stealing.
as long as we make agreements, we could get the ship on Akaton, and we'll have a goblin back. We'll have our little Spoog.
Anyway, as you jump into the drift, it doesn't take you very long to get out into free space because, you know, it is a space station. If you can find Clint, go right ahead.
Good old Clint Sure-Shot.
Orion, if you wouldn't mind giving me a d6.
Will do.
4. Okay. All right. You woke up fresh from your rest and punched directly, basically, into the drift. The countdown time, the absolute countdown timer, running down in your ship. We'll say 12 days for 12 days on your countdown, your lockout timer. You've got 4 days to travel in the drift. So, you are on your way.
To Mad Max world.
Indeed.
To get our goblin back.
To get your goblin back. The first day is quite uneventful. Drift travel is in and of itself generally quite uneventful. Outside of drift leeches or some erroneous events, keeping yourself entertained is absolutely a key bit of travel. Speaking of, Sonja, you have to keep your mind about you in these next 4 days, and kind of hard not to think about things as they are.
Especially with that countdown, I'm not a fan.
Yeah. During your sleep, between the second and third day of travel, you remember yourself, or rather, your dreams remember yourself as a child, sitting at a dark gray steel table, a small knickknack in your hand, and shady individuals walking all around you, not interacting with you at all.
Of course.
It feels lonely. You do have one of your brothers with you, but the rest are off doing their own things.
Mm-hmm. She remembers fidgeting with her apparatus,
Mm-hmm.
kind of just like keeping to herself, looking down.
You hear steps from behind you, and you feel a hand on your shoulder. You recognize it as that of your father's. But as you go to turn around to face him, you're 17 again, and you look only at the face of a drow. A drow man smiling cunningly at you.
Lord St. John.
It is wonderful to have you as part of the League. I am sure you have much to do, great accomplishments to achieve.
I'll do my best.
Um, a few years pass, and you're older. You've had your fair share of tasks with the League,
Of course.
and you've just been tossed around by a few of the buff women bodyguards as Sinjin walks in. I expected more from you. You're not making yourself worth my while.
But I know what I'm capable of, okay?
You're not very good at showing it.
Just ask my dad. Ask my dad. I can do this.
Again. And one of the drow enforcer ladies will sock you in the gut. Don't fail me again, or you lose your family.
I won't.
He smiles and begins laughing. A laugh that, frankly, you've never heard from Sinjin, but one you might imagine him having. As it begins to grow and sort of morph, the scenery around you becomes less real and more abstract as the influences on your mind from additional realities begins to cloud your vision and your judgment. And it fades away, and you're left with emptiness around you, there is a void of gray color. Your family is gone. Your work is gone. Your ship is gone. Everything. You have been abandoned.
No.
Orion, Big Bear, would either of you have been awake or light sleepers? I know that Big Bear, you're not exactly a light sleeper, so I'll ask if you were awake.
Bear.
Because you don't have to all go to sleep at the exact same time, you know?
Yeah, I think Bear, despite knowing they're losing the ship, Bear probably does find a night or two where he still does his routine of walking the ship, just checking and making sure everything's clear. So I'll say yes.
Right, okay. Give me a perception check.
Sure.
Very low DC. 17. Easy enough. You're back probably making yourself coffee or something, and you notice a few of the dimensional slips start appearing around you. And then you hear distress and almost like screaming from Soriall.
Is Orion up with me?
Maybe?
That's up to you, big guy.
Tiny guy.
I'd be a ball, but you know that I'm easily
you're-
roused.
Okay. You're a light sleeper because your computer is literally on sleep mode. I'll just
Yes, exactly.
just wave the mouse around in your back. On your little pillow.
I think Bear, he doesn't drop the coffee mug, but he definitely like places it down in like a hurry, which probably does cause it to shatter. And like he's not running, but he's like power walking, like he's speed walking to the door and is slamming on both doors, like one fist on the door to wake Orion, one fist on the door for Soriall and Sonja.
Sure. Orion, it's easy enough to wake you.
Doof, 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 doof.
Plenty easy.
Awoken. Pop up and grow and go.
Sonja, you do not wake.
I figured.
If no one answers the door within like if Orion opens the door and sees me in the hallway and like I'm still waiting for the other door to open, I'm kicking it down. I'm just shoulder checking it. I'm going through that door.
Okay.
Bear, what's... Then he kicks open the door.
You do so. It's not too difficult. You can see Sonja in bed. She's got a twisted face on. Whether the mask is there is kind of up to her. But she is in deep sleep, and there are these dimensional slips happening all over the room. And you can hear from the bathroom distressed groans and like swears every once in a while. They're pretty creative too.
Oh, lovely. Bear is going to immediately deal with the quote-unquote threat. And similar to a quote-unquote prank that he pulled on Soriall, except a bit louder and probably angrier. Bear, like, he becomes a bear. Like, he's on all fours, his paws probably slammed down on the side of the bed where Sonja's sleeping, like, one on each side, full blown, like, above her, and is going to scream inside Sonja's head, "Wake up!" As he just roars in her face.
Oh,
Okay, Sonja, if you wouldn't mind making me a will save.
um.
That's off on the right and
Thank you.
in the middle. 6, genuinely, even that is good enough. You are awoken, but there is a spike of energy that emanates from you, and all three of you can hear a final scream from the bathroom before it goes silent.
Big Bear, what the fuck was that?
Just a claw in your face. Not good! And I will rush the bathroom to check it.
The bathroom is not locked.
I mean, listen. I'm worried about my teammate. That door's being flung open.
Of course. You do fling open the door, and inside you see Soriall clutching her head, kind of crouched over, wide eyes, and like backed away from the door when you flung it open, looking at you. Give me a perception check.
I would love to.
Okay.
19.
19. She is visibly shaken. She has had, like, her hair is a mess. She looks a little bit jostled because there was, even if it's her best pal, it was still a bear barreling towards her for a second. You know, the bathroom door gets ripped open and there's a bear on the other side. But she seems okay, just very shaken up, and probably was previously hurting quite a bit from the interference, is what you can best surmise. You know, the same way as when you used your entropy on her head.
Bear is gonna go into Papa Bear mode. And he'll, like, go down, like, on a knee so that he's more to level. And, like, will...
Sure.
Like, you know, everything is okay. You are fine. You are safe. You are with us. And, like, go to reach a paw. Maybe not a hug, but, like, definitely hand on shoulder. And if Soriall wants a hug, she can initiate the hug.
Fair enough. She she will accept a hug.
Oh,
And it is indeed a bear hug. It is warm, and there's definitely definitely a squeeze. It's a bear hug.
Yes.
I think that Sonya is gonna like slowly saunter towards him and be like, "What the fuck is going on?"
You is what is going on. What was this?
Um, was what? I was in bed.
I think I'll be fine. I just need some more rest, Big Bear. I think the most of it is done.
Why don't you go to my room instead for the rest of the night?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
And I'll like silently watch Soriall go, and then turn to the other two, and then look at Sonja. Your thing, the thing that you do, the rifts or whatever they are, all over this room.
It's not like I tried to do that.
He's just gonna like full blown, like he's been nice to Sonja, but he's just gonna like immediately get to the point and just ask, like dead face. I mean, you can't really glean emotions from a bear unless the emotion,
Right.
unless the emotion is I'm gonna eat you.
Right.
But he's gonna ask, are you a liability?
No. I'm not. I'm capable of so much. So don't ever doubt that.
I don't doubt that, but I am beginning to doubt that there are some... I'm beginning to worry about safety issues. If we are all going to die due to things that pop up in our sleep, then as the... What am I, Orion? Safety officer? I feel it is my necessary to bring it up.
It felt like you were gonna say leader. Is that what you wanted to go with?
I may speak while Soriall has headache, but I would not consider myself leader. I would consider myself very handsome bodyguard of group.
I think that's fair.
I'm not a liability. I'm just kind of all over the place right now. If you could understand, Sinjin's gonna fucking kill my parents. Well, my one parent.
So why don't we kill him?
Oh, I would love that. You have no idea how much I would love that, but oh my god. It feels insurmountable, doesn't it? I'm at risk of losing everything here, and I know that I'm a part of your crew, but god fucking damn.
It is us or him. And I quite like us, which is why I'm worried about us going to different dimension in our sleep.
I'll be fine. It'll stop happening as soon as I level my head.
Is that possible?
I'd like to find that out myself. I think she's gonna like head out the door after saying that. She's not really gonna go that far. She's just gonna go sit on the couch.
As you end this conversation with tension in between you, the journey continues. Resolution will have to wait.
Oh.
Um,
we totally should.
And I'm talking
Oh my God.
and I'm talking like the new ship. When we steal it,
Here's your ship, fuckface.
that has to be done. No, that's your one-liner. That's what you say that as we autopilot the ship into his office.
That's kind of awesome.
As you continue your trek into day 3 and day 4, you come to the tail end of your journey. To your destination of Akaton. And as you punch through back into the material plane, almost immediately please do, almost immediately you are hit with a comm signal.
Oh.
Orion's our pilot.
We'll pick it up.
What do we hear?
You hear, first of all, you hear the noises of incredibly noisy and janky mechanics, and quite a bit of static fuzz, which you didn't really think was possible once we moved to like the current gen like communication technology, but I guess it's possible. And on the other side, the urgent message from a ship flung into the outer atmosphere for its one and only possible trip. Go right ahead. You are connected by comm to the BD-514 at present.
Guys, can you hear me? This thing on?
Loud and clear.
I made it off planet. I need you to come pick me up.
Is that my boy?
Big Bear, am I supposed to know who this is?
My boy, it is our goblin. It is Spoog. I told
yes.
you I'd come back for you.
Spoog.
And I don't know if I said it, but I told you that I'd get to you first.
Now, Spoog, while you are on your makeshift shuttle, you are being chased by the semi-incorporeal Kalan subordinates. They are chasing you.
But enough with the reunions. I got some bad folks hot on my tail, and I need out of here.
We are coming, Spoog. We are on our way. Orion, maneuver. Catch this goblin.
On it, let's go.
Orion, if you could make me a computers check or a perception check, if I'm being completely honest.
I'd rather computers.
Okay.
24.
24. You're able, with the BD-514 systems, to lock on to the little makeshift craft And you can see fast approaching in just an absolute hazard of a ship. Is let me token is a little itty bitty shuttle fast approaching your area, containing these two little fellas.
I like to imagine this little makeshift ship is literally just like an oil barrel with some freaking thrusters slapped to the side of it.
Pretty much. This is
I'm wearing a life support mask and I got it all welded in and we're good to go.
That's awesome. Kerbal Starfinder program.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It looks like this interception will happen in like a few minutes, like 5 minutes at most. So you gotta get this ship ready to go. If you would make me a piloting check to line up the ship.
Can I also run? Bear would like to run to like whatever side that Spoog's coming in on. He's running to like that cargo bay door. He's throwing on whatever mask needed to breathe, and he's getting ready to hit the button to open the cargo doors so that this makeshift barrel can come flying in.
Sure. The cargo bay door has some safeguards in place that prevent it from being opened in a vacuum, which is what this is for. It would be a tough squeeze for the barrel, and it might damage some things, but you're probably gonna have to work with that instead.
Listen. We're losing the ship anyways. Who cares about broken?
Perfect.
Just remember, Bear, the internal airlocks are not resistant to the void. All right, here we go.
Yeah, but I am. For what it's worth.
Yeah, I don't care. Bear won't like it.
Spoog, do you want to give me a -2 piloting check as well? Okay. That's fine.
Perfect.
This is fine.
That's all good.
Spoog, welcome back. Also, you blow up.
Yeah, those rockets that you thought were programmable and targetable are not. You're just going in a direction. Might wanna let them know that.
I got like no control of this thing. I didn't do a very good job making it. I don't know what happened. Not my best work.
With that, Orion, I will give you one more piloting check to course correct from the Spoog's little attempt there.
Perfect. Here we go.
While he's doing a piloting check, can I be working on my tablet to see if I can get a connection with the thrusters to
for sure.
possibly get another one?
Yeah, give me the engineering check. I believe it would be engineering. Yes, wonderful. Orion, you are seeing and like clocking the haphazard trajectory of this canister that contains a goblin in it, and you're pulling the ship as best as you can, every which way that you need to. Spoog, as you're getting closer, maybe like a minute out from the ship at this point, you're just barely able to get that connection back online. And if you would like to give one final piloting check, or Toad, it doesn't really matter.
I'm not sure if his piloting's better. No. Well, it's been so long. Let me read this. So.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good. one last piloting check from Spoog.
Yeah. Sorry.
19.
There we go.
Okay. Big Bear, you get note that the canister is incredibly close, and you open up the first door, and Spoog, you are able to just course correct enough that it is then that at this point, rather than damaging things in the process, you are able to thread the needle and damage things on the inside instead.
Oh,
All of you feel as small as the canister is. All of you feel a bit of a resultant shudder from the ship itself.
I will slam shut that first door once I hear that, and I will say on the comms to Orion, Orion, we got him! Get us out of here! And I will open the other door, the inner door.
The Kalan subordinates are catching up to the ship, and they do not look happy. Granted, it's hard for them to look much of anything, but, you know.
Well, let's get out of here then. You turn out and head to the next system.
Right. Drift travel, where are we jumping to?
Have we got the location of the...
I think it's just back at
Shipwreck?
Absalom,
Is it?
right? It's a space in Absalom or on Absalom. Yeah, the Oliphant near the Horse-Eye Plate near Absalom.
Abaddon, I believe. Hold on, let me check.
Well, that's what I have written down.
Abalon.
Abalon?
Yes.
Is that a new planet?
It is a new planet.
Is that a close system, or is that going to be quite a jump?
No, Abalon is in system.
Okay. So we just got to get to a spot that we can ferry if we get locked out.
Yeah, correct. The planets are very much like our solar system. Absalom is the third out, and then Akaton, the red planet, is the fourth out, and Abalon is the first planet, very much like Mercury. It is hot and cold on various parts of it, and I can get into more information about that in the next time as you punch into the drift. We will get to more hijinks later.
Oh, I'm definitely getting ready to rip open this barrel.
He's bad. I thought you were gonna say you're getting ready to rip open Sonja.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But I need my little goblin.
You gotta get that Spoog.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good to have you back, Reg.
Yeah, Miss Spoog crawling all over you in the middle of dialogues, combats,
And I get to meet her in
intimidations.
person.
Yeah.
Yippee!
Well, anyway, I will see all of you, all 5 of you, when we get back, for this heist on the Horse-Eye orbital plate worst naming convention ever, but it's in lore, so
Ooh, baby. And we got our goblin back.
you got your goblin back.
Who has absolutely no clue what's going on.
Nope.
Nope, not at all.
Not at all. And I cannot wait to describe the fact that, you know, the last time you saw Bear, he was wearing overalls. Now he's just a Western gunslinger.
and Spoog is only gonna know what y'all tell him. While I did like play, I let the videos run. I didn't like listen or watch any of the campaign,
Sure.
so I really don't know what happened.
We're immediately about to tell you, Spoog, we're stealing a ship. Oh, I'm excited.
And possibly crashing it into a casino. Maybe.
And also, this is our new party member.
Hi.
Yeah. This is
Hello.
good. I'm so excited. I'm gonna keep
Anyway.
rambling unless someone shuts me up. So
I'll do that.
I'll cut you off by leaving myself. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night.
GM, the
And
thing.
I will say, yes, I will say, by horns and hooves and tiefling tails, I will see everyone in the next session. Goodbye.